We always love these segments. You know, over at The View, they're trying to grapple with some of the things that are happening in the country. Charlamagne comes on, and previously we covered this. He said, I'm not going to endorse Biden this time around. I don't like either candidates. And he really gets read the riot act by Sonny Hostin, and it's a very revealing episode between the two. Let's take a listen.
Let's get real. Now, you have a massive platform reaching millions of listeners, and you and I have talked about this before. You endorsed Joe Biden back in 2020, but this time around, you say you're not going to endorse anybody. Charlamagne, now is not the time, in my opinion, to sit this one out.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't say that. I never said I was sitting it out.
What you gonna do?
I'm definitely voting in November, but what I like to focus on is issues, not individuals. Like, you know, when
but why not endorse?
Huh?
Why not endorse Biden?
Because if I'm sitting here telling my listeners that, you know, you have somebody out there who is a threat to democracy, you have somebody out there who said they want to, you know, suspend the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election. You saw this person, you know, try to lead an attempted coup of this country. And I'm telling people that this guy is a threat to democracy. Have you ever read Project 25? There's only 2 candidates out there. So if I'm saying that about this individual, the choice is clear, right?
But one of the things that we've been talking about is the fact that getting facts out through the media seems to be be difficult.
I feel like I just spewed some facts.
Yeah.
Yes, but
we
need you to do it on your show.
Well, the reality is I think both candidates are trash. So but I am going to vote in November, and I'm going to vote my best interest, and I'm going to vote who I think, you know, can preserve democracy. So if I think both candidates are trash and I don't feel like, you know, endorsing one, would you rather me endorse an individual or endorse the fact that, hey, we need to go out here and protect democracy? And you know, when you look at somebody like President Biden, it feels like his base is pretty pissed off at him for a number of reasons.
Help him out.
Well, no, look, I actually...
Help him out by doing what? The former, you know, First Lady called a play one time, and she said, you know, when they go low, we go high. I think you got to rip that play up.
Yeah.
When they go low, you got to take it to the floor.
All right, so there we go. He says both candidates are now clearly he's a liberal. He's going to vote for Biden. But it's funny too because on that one, he basically says it. He's like, look, there's only 2. You know, I'm going to say he's basically making a lesser of 2 evils argument. Fine, whatever. It's like, why is that not enough for you? They still can't even take that. They're like, you must bow before the gods and you must pledge your fealty and put up your sword and be like, I am for you, President Biden. It's one of those where if always those ladies are like, all right, whatever. It sounds like you're going to vote for Biden. So, you know, we'll take it. Be like, is that what you're saying? He'll try and dodge around it and move on. But it's just not enough for them. I don't get it.
Well, it's also like the focus on haranguing people who they don't think are like, you know, towing the line hard enough over
we need you to endorse
maybe harangue the Biden administration over their policy failures that have led to people abandoning them in droves. Maybe do a little bit of that, but we don't really see that. And there's a difference between saying, listen, this is who I'm going to vote for, but you look at the landscape and make your own choices. And saying, I am not only voting for Joe Biden, but I am advocating that you do so, and here's why, and I'm using my own credibility, which Charlamagne obviously has a lot of credibility, especially, you know, with his audience. I'm putting my credibility on the line to say it is worth it for you to get off the couch and go out and support this candidate, that it's going to matter for you. And when he explained why he wasn't endorsing this time around, he said basically he felt like he got burned, like things were promised that didn't come through, that there was no fight even to try to, because everyone can understand, like politics is, you can't just snap your fingers and get everything done. We get that. But he felt like there wasn't even a fight to get done many of the things that were promised. So I think it's very understandable then to say, listen, I'm not going to do, I put my credibility on the line for you last night. I'm not going to do that again because I don't think you deserve it. So I do think there's a big distinction between, listen, this is who I'm voting for. You guys make up your own minds and actively advocating for one candidate. So, you know, the fact they can't even wrap their minds around not aggressively advocating for Joe Biden at this moment is very revealing of how narrow and cramped the conversation is on that show.
No, you're right, and and also, what's Alyssa Farah doing over there? Just sitting in the corner? I'm like, you're supposed to actually have some sort of opinion.
She's so meek on there.
Yeah,
I feel like everything she says comes with like a tone of apology.
Absolutely. I hope the money's worth it. I hope it is. Hey, if you like that video, hit the like button or leave a comment below. It really helps get the show to more people.
And if you'd like to get the full show ad-free and in your inbox every morning, you can sign up at breakingpoints.com.
That's right. Get the full show, help support the future of independent media at breakingpoints.com.